Today we will be going over the process to apply for basic food benefits in Washington State during the COVID-19 pandemic. Today's date is March 23rd, 2021, and I just want you to take special note of that date because the pandemic has really changed how different organizations offer services and who's eligible for different programs and services. So that is to say, past today, things may change and as things open up. So the way that you access food benefits right now may be different later on down the road. So just be aware of the date. Some quick background information. The thing that you're applying for is called SNAP, and that stands for Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. That is our federal food assistance program, but in Washington State, it's more often referred to as basic food. So the two terms may be used interchangeably, but in this video, we will just call them basic food. The organization that runs basic food in Washington is called DSHS, and that stands for Department of Social and Health Services. So they will also be referenced in this video. To apply for benefits, there are really two steps to the process. The first piece is submitting an application with your information, and the second piece is completing an interview to verify that information. Right now, because of the pandemic, there really is no way of doing an in-person application. So your two ways of doing it are either doing it online or by phone. And if you do it online, we encourage you to create an account on that website, which we will visit in just a little bit. If you create an account, you're able to save the progress on your application and come back to it later if you need to. And once it is submitted, you can check on the status of the application. Those are just two features of creating an account. There are more, but if you create an account, it really just makes the application process smoother and more efficient. So we do encourage that, but if you don't want to create an account, you by no means are required to. You can submit an application without creating an account. You just need to be aware that if you don't, the web page for the application runs the risk of expiring. And so if that happens, your information would be cleared and you'd have to start over. So just be aware of that and make sure that the web page doesn't time out. So the website for the online application, that link is www.washingtonconnection.org. Following that link should take you to the Washington Connection website. So hopefully you are seeing what I am seeing right now. If you want to create an account, like I mentioned with all those extra features, you'll want to go to the top where there's a tab that says Create Account. It'll give you a drop down and click on the Create New Account button. And it'll take you through the process of making an account and shouldn't take too long to do so. Going back to the main web page, there are two more buttons to be paying attention to. The first is in the middle on the left, and it says See if I qualify. If you're unsure whether or not you qualify for food benefits or you're curious about other services and programs you might be eligible for, this is a good button to click on. It takes like 10 minutes to provide some basic information, and what it does is the system will generate a list of services and programs that you might qualify for. So it's not a hard yes, it's not a hard no, but it gives you a good sense of what's out there and what you might be eligible for. To actually apply for food benefits, you'll want to click on that middle button that says Apply Now. And this will take you here, which pops up a message about encouraging you to create an account for the application. But again, you don't have to. Just keep in mind that the website might time out on you. Gives you some quick information about the application. Click on the next button at the bottom right. Takes you to another page of information that is a lot more text heavy. So read through it if you are interested in that. And then click on the next button again at the bottom right, which will take you to a question about zip code. Once you are at this question, that signifies that you are actually in the application itself and you have started to create that. And so you should see a tracking number for your application number. To submit an application over the phone, call 1-877 501-2233. This number should be available Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. We encourage calling in the mornings if at all possible, just because the phone lines do tend to get clogged up a bit later in the day. The next piece that you need to do is complete an interview. The interview is an opportunity to verify your information and for DSHS staff to ask some clarifying questions. Right now, because of the pandemic, the only way to do this is over the phone. So again, that number is 1-877-501-2233. If you completed an application over the phone to begin with, you might have already covered this piece, but if you're unsure, even to a small degree, we encourage calling just to double check and make sure that all the pieces are done. And once you do complete the interview, unless DSHS has told you that they need additional documentation, you should be good to go, and DSHS will be able to make a final verdict as to whether or not you are approved or denied for benefits. This process should take a couple days. Most people here within 10 days. Some last minute final tips. Gather your household information before you start the application. Some of the information you might need is social security numbers, income, housing costs, value of any savings you have. If you gather all of that ahead of time, it makes the process a lot quicker. And on your application, please provide a current mailing address if possible, because if you are approved for food benefits, DSHS will mail you a card, and that card is where your benefits will be sent every month. So you want to make sure that you have a mailing address that you can receive that card at. And if you don't have a mailing address right now, that's okay. Just let DSHS know that fact during the interview portion so that they can make different arrangements. And just one final bit of information. Once you do submit the application, a bit of a clock starts. You have 30 days to do the follow-up interview. And if DSHS has told you that they need additional documentation, you have 30 days to get that turned into them. So this was just an overview of the application process right now. We didn't cover every little detail. So if you have any questions or need some assistance, please contact us. You can email us at abawd@whatcom.edu. So that's abawd@whatcom.edu. Or you can call us at 360-383-3183.